today I went to Barry's Bootcamp. For you guys that don't know, Barry's Bootcamp is a very popular workout destination in London. There's other gyms across the world as well, all falling under the same umbrella. It's a workout where they do various ones. The one I went to today was the core workout. Core is a really important word which we're going to discuss today, and always their workouts are a mixture of like running, intervals, weights, body weight exercises, etc. The format of today's workout was a split between interval sprints and running on the treadmill and core exercises. Now, before I even get onto the content of today's workout, I would like to say that my first impressions were not brilliant. Now, the gym itself looks fantastic, not a problem with that. The receptionists were very, very lovely indeed. They signed me into the workout, that was brilliant. Went to the change rooms, I was a little bit rushed, had a very busy morning. Some guy comes in, he's like, right, any newbies in here? I was like, yeah, me, I've not been to this class before. He was like, okay, cool, can you come out really quick in a second? We just need to like show you around the gym, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, man, sure, no problem, be out in 2 secs. I was in my boxers at this point, just to be completely honest with you guys, basically naked. So I was like, right, let me just throw some clothes on. I get my shorts on, and then the instructor for the course, the instructor for the workout today, he comes in, and he's like, all right, so you're the newbie, yeah? I was like, yeah, it's my first class. He goes, right, you need to come outside now, otherwise you won't be able to do the class. I was like, okay, mate, sure. I'm in shorts and nothing else at this point, just shorts. I was like, oh, should I come out like this? He goes, oh, you're in good shape, you might as well. I'm like, there's 30 other people sat there. I'm not about to walk out into the fucking middle of the class in my underwear or in a pair of shorts now, am I, mate? I obviously didn't say that to him. I was like, well, just give me 2 seconds, I'll throw my t-shirt on. Put my t-shirt on, go out into the thing. Obviously, everyone's looking at me. This guy's not been particularly pleasant so far, I'll be honest. Not the nicest approach. I felt like he always was a bit pissed off at me, which I didn't really like. And so I go into the gym. He's like, right, we're going to do, you guys newbies, and show you around the class. This is the treadmill. We have 3 speeds, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you go beginners, intermediate, and advanced. I was like, sweet. And he goes, don't jump onto the sides. I was like, that's fine. And he goes, this is where you're going to be working. You work to the right of the station. I was like, cool. At all this time, I'm putting on my socks and doing up my shoes, making sure I look presentable. He's like, cool, that's it. I was like, you rushed me out of the changing rooms with barely a shirt on to tell me that there's 3 speeds I need to be going at on the treadmill, not to stand on the side and working on the right hand side of the box. You're telling me that there was not that amount of time to just pull the 2 of us, that was it, just 2 people, to the side of the class as we were walking in. You had to drag me out of the fucking change room to tell me that piece of information. Okay, great first impression of the workout and the whole company, being that the trainers are the face of the company, and this guy has had, and I know who he is, many years of experience doing this. I'd have expected slightly more etiquette, a bit more respect. Like, what the fuck? It's really simple. Anyway, so that was not the first very good impression. Everyone else was fine, just this one guy, he seemed pissed off. I mean, some people have bad days. Something might have happened before he came into the change room. I might have said something to him. Something could have happened. And so if it has, then no foul on him. But to be honest, like, I felt like he was pissed off at me for trying to get changed and I was doing it very quickly. People have fucking lives. They're always going to be there bang on time. And for like a 30-second explanation. Anyway, so moving on past that. Started off on the treadmill. The format of today's workout, today's class, was basically 6 minutes on the treadmill, then 6 minutes doing core stuff for 4 rounds of that, and then had a little bit of rest. Then it was another 6 minutes roughly on that, and then 6 minutes on the core thing again. So it was a 60-minute class broken up into like 10 6-minute things, you do 5 on each. The treadmill bit, I don't have a problem with this. This was actually really good. There was incline variation, there was speed variation, there was good instruction on the speed and everything and what you should be working out. The intensity was fine. I've not got a problem with the training, the treadmill aspect of this class whatsoever. However, this was not a treadmill class, was it? This was a core class. Now, this is where I have the massive fucking problem. Barry's is an influential company. It is something that a lot of people in London think is a well-established thing. They'll give them good information. The core muscles, if we just think about this for a second, because this is really, really important. What are your core muscles? They are the muscles around the middle of your body which hold you up. Yeah, you've got your extremities, arms, legs. You've got your glutes, which are theoretically either glute is part of your leg or core. You could argue either way. But essentially, abdominals, obliques, lower back, anything from essentially your chest, rib cage, down to like your hips. And a lot of core training is around keeping your hips stable, stabilizing the core. However, we didn't really do any of that today. All we did, right, so you did 6 minutes on the treadmill, and then the first 6 minute block that I did on the core program was a minute non-stop of crunches, straight into a minute non-stop holding a plank, straight into another minute of crunches, straight into another minute holding a plank, and then 2 more minutes, broken up minute, of these same fucking exercises. So for the first round of 6 minutes, there was no specified break period. We did essentially the exact same exercise for 6 minutes. Now, when was the last time you went to the gym, isolated one body part, and did it for 6 minutes consistently without a break? Have you ever heard of anyone going, the way to build big arms and strong arms and toned arms is to do 6 minutes of bicep curls? No! How fucking ridiculous would that be? That is not the way the body works. The thing on top of this is that, yes, it is a core class. It is, people want to go in there and they feel like they've worked their abs. 100%, I understand that. That makes perfect sense. But your abs are not the only muscles in your core. Throughout the whole class, we did ab flexion. We did lower back flexion. You just bent at the fucking hips the whole time throughout the whole class. There was no lateral movement. There was nothing like this. We did no like side plank. There was no side crunches. There was nothing to use your obliques. We did some like rotation crunches, but they were crunches with rotation. There was no anti-rotation. There was no lateral rotation. There was nothing, no core stabilization. The whole fucking class, all of the core exercises were just rectus abdominis, flexion, extension. Like, what is this? Are we stuck in the 90s or something? Is this a boxing gym where the idea of having a strong, good core is to do 1 million fucking sit-ups? No! We don't live in that age anymore. We're in this day and age where we now know that the way you get a good rig is a calorie fucking deficit. It is not doing 1 million sit-ups. So for people that go to these classes, for people that don't really know that much about exercise and trust these companies to provide them with a good, well-rounded core workout, were not getting that at all. They were getting repeated flexion extension through their lumbar spine, which is not fucking good for anybody. I'm a fit athlete. I've been training for almost 13 years now, right? That much flexion. I know for a fact that tomorrow, for the next few days, my abs are going to be in bits. Now, that is not a good thing. There is this idea that it's a great idea to fucking kill people in the gym. It's not. Everything should be done in moderation. People should not be going to these classes and just ruining themselves. Yeah, it's great to feel like you're working hard. I completely understand that. But when was the last time you did 6 minutes of any isolated exercise without a break? Why should people be going into these classes and feeling like they have to push themselves to the nth degree to get something out of it? The music's so loud, it's so dark. How can he, the trainer, give quality information to the people that are doing it? There's no fucking way that people go in there and get a good result of it. All you end up with is tight hip flexors and a tight lower back. What happens? How many people have lower back pain? So many people, it's like one of the most common injuries at the moment is having lower back pain, because so many people sit at a desk in a seated position with flexed hips, their hip flexors get tighter, their lower back gets forced into compression through anterior tilt of their pelvis, and then they go to a workout class like Barry's core and they do repeated flexion extension of their lumbar spine, and then at the end of the workout, what's a brilliant thing to do? Oh, let's do fucking more, shall we? Let's go through jackknives now. So there's absolutely no control through the movement at all. This is literally one of the worst fucking classes that I have ever been to. I've been to the majority of group classes in London, and the vast majority of them are fantastic. This one was shocking. If you're going to call it a core workout class, it should incorporate all the fucking muscles in the core. You wouldn't go to a legs workout and just do leg extension, would you? You wouldn't go sit on a leg extension machine and be like, yes, I'm doing a leg workout because I'm just working one muscle in my fucking leg. No, you'd expect to do legs in the form of glutes, quads, hamstrings, calves, various different exercises that work your body through multiple planes of motion, laterally, forward, rotationally, twisting, all of that kind of stuff. That is what you would expect. You would not expect to just be doing one repeated movement over and over again, because what's going to happen? People are going to get hurt. People are not going to be able to survive that sort of repeated flexion extension without having a bad back. It's shocking. It's just like no one's thought about it. It's like someone's just come from the 90s and go, yes, sit-ups are a great way to get abs. Let's just do that all the fucking time, and then get straight onto a treadmill and run. It killed me so much. Honestly, it really pissed me off, because people put trust in trainers. People put trust in companies that they respect, that they think are doing them a good job, and actually this was shocking. Like, it was just ridiculous. There was no possible benefit from doing it. Like, if you just lie on your back, if you hold a crunch for 30 seconds, that will be sufficient for you to activate your core, to activate your abs. You need to do a well-rounded abdominal core workout, working through rotation, working through anti-rotation, working through a bit of flexion, working through preventative flexion, extension. Your lower back should be working, not just going through this motion over and over fucking again. Honestly, shocking. I would strongly suggest to all of you people that are watching this, do not go and do a Barry's core workout, because it is not a core workout. It is a rectus abdominis flexion extension workout. You will spend all the time just doing sit-ups or a variation of that sit-up. It's shocking. Now, that's kind of my rant over. It's really irritated me. I was looking forward to do my little chat earlier, but this I felt was much more pressing, and I wanted to be able to get across to you wonderful people the importance of clear thinking and knowledge, because we don't live in the 90s. The information surrounding us now is much more clear. There's so much more knowledge around training and the body, and the fact that something that's so well established as this hasn't been able to progress. It's a prehistoric approach to core training. It's just stupid. It lacks any imagination. It lacks any progression. It lacks the intelligence to put together something, and it's really like they just don't care. So save your money, find somewhere else to go and train, and do something better. Invest in yourself in a different way, because honestly, they guys clearly do not give a fuck about your long-term health. They just want to come in, beast you, and tell you to leave. That was it. You're doing a running workout. We didn't even stretch our hip flexors, right? The one thing that is going to be tight after this workout is your hip flexors, because you're doing sprints and then doing ab flexion. Stupid.